If you are currently living in modern Western society, you are actively having your soul siphoned out of you. You're basically living in a world where your life force energy, your prana, that divine spark of divinity that we all have inside of us, is being siphoned from you like a spider sucking the guts from a bug. And it's really such a sad thing. Just look around at the world, just everybody's so divided, distracted from the things that actually matter. Everybody focusing on politics, garbage media, garbage pop culture that really doesn't mean shit. Garbage food that's marketed to you to be perceived as appetizing, but really it's just low vibrational calories chock full of heavy metals and plastics and hormone disrupting chemicals. So sad, so disgusting that this kind of garbage is perpetrated in our society. And you look at the average person and they're just consumed and distracted by it. That light in the eye, that divine spark that we all should have in our bodies. You look at the average person, like 95% of people in your Walmart and your local Costco, they've lost that. You look at them in the eye, they're so shut down from their divine essence. They're so cut off from the divine spark of who they truly are. They're so cut off from God. And this is the state of the world. And if you're watching this video, you are not necessarily immune to this. We are here living in this society, and these things are just constantly shoved down our throats, and it takes all of our will, 110% of it, just to stay away from these distractions, to come back into our bodies, come back into presence, to really get in touch with the only thing that actually matters, which is our own innate divinity, our connection with our Heavenly Father, in the words of Yeshua. It's such a crazy world that we live in. People are arguing over these simple and stupid things that don't even matter, while ignoring the few things that actually do matter. Their health and personal vitality. Staying away from these horrible addictions that are rotting their brains, that is destroying their connection to the spiritual world. And I'm not saying you have to go be a Buddhist monk that lives in a cave for the next 40 years. We're here in the society, we can enjoy, we can have a drink here and there, we can, do all these things that aren't necessarily good for us, but we can enjoy these things. Even your vices, you may, if it's it is your choice, if it is your preference to enjoy that in moderation. But the problem is, with our society, it's so easy to allow these vices to turn into these long-term distractions, these long-term addictions. Your focus, in order to avoid this, should be to block out these distractions with 110% of your power. That's why I've personally made it my priority to stay away from sexual vices, to stay away from Instagram, from Twitter, from Facebook, even staying off YouTube Shorts. All of this stuff just hijacks your attention in such a powerful way that the average person cannot resist. The average person, 97% of people, don't even have access to their own conscious will anymore. It is fucking insane. It's so bad that there's so many jobs available, but employers cannot find people who actually have a half-decent functioning brain. It's fucking nuts. Nobody thinks for themselves anymore. Nobody's able to become present in their body without anxiety and racing thoughts. Everybody's so attached and addicted to vices, to their own negative thoughts. It is insane, brother. If you really want to make a difference in this world and raise your spiritual vibration, you need to make connection with the divine and connection with source, with the core of who you are, your number one top priority. There's many ways to do this. Retaining your sexual energy, focusing on your health, getting out in nature, getting out in the sun, focusing on a project that adds something to humanity for the better, something you can focus your attention and energy on and build for yourself. Sorry for the wind, it's really windy right now. Hopefully you can hear me. Because the only alternative to that, to focusing on the things that matter, the 4 to 6 different things that only matter in your life, everything else is a distraction. And if you don't make those things a priority, you will be led like a sheep to the fucking slaughter. And your soul will be siphoned away from you bit by bit, like a boa constrictor wraps around its prey and squeezes a little bit, gets a little tighter around the body, and then it loosens a little bit. You're like, it's not so bad. You resist it, but then it loosens up, so you relax a little bit. But then it puts your bones in a position where it can more easily crush it the next time it squeezes. And bit by bit, bite by bite, you eat the elephant. How do you eat an elephant? 1 bit at a time. 1 bite at a time. You're like, I could never eat a whole elephant. You took 1 bite, you take 2 bites, eventually you'll down the whole elephant. If you submit to the mob, if you give in and compromise on the things you know you should be avoiding, staying off the hub, avoiding garbage food, avoiding garbage conversation and gossip, consuming just trash pop culture that literally is just drama and distraction, getting engaged in politics and these things that are just meant to divide us so that we fight each other, so we don't actually focus on the things that actually matter and the ways we can change the world for the better. You put your attention on that, or if you don't put your attention on the things that do matter in your life, how you can better your life and your soul for the people around you and yourself, you will be, there's no doubt about this, you will have your attention directed to that, because it is the flashiest thing. These things, these companies that are doing this to us, these people that are pulling the strings, they have the deepest understanding of human psychology. They hire the best marketers. You think you're gonna resist it with your little monkey brain if you don't tap into something deeper, you don't tap into your divine connection to the source, if you don't tap into your own conscious will, to the source of who you are, you will be controlled. You know how I know this? Look out at the average person in your Walmart, in your 7-Eleven, go into the gas station, go into the bar. Everyone is so fucking cut off from who they are. They don't even know that they're part of all that is. They forget that they're part of God. They forget that they're one with the earth and one with humanity. It is insane. It's sickening. And I'm not judging these people. It's not necessarily their fault. I'm not saying that individually we don't have responsibilities and we don't have responsibility for our own conscious will and our own development of our mind. But it's really tough out there. I've gone through periods where I've been so addicted to porn, so addicted to TikTok, so addicted to Instagram, to shit food. I still struggle with these things. I'm not speaking from the pulpit here. I'm speaking to you as a brother, as a peer who still struggles with these things as a human. And even with every single bit of me focusing on these things, I still sometimes get distracted by these vices, by these things that are just meant to suck my energy away from me. So I just want to put out this video. I don't care if it gets 2 million views or if it just gets 3 views, and those 3 views it gets, it helps those people. And it just gives you one more reminder to keep doing the things you know you need to be doing. Keep on the path to bettering yourself. Keep going to the gym. Keep going on walks, getting good sunlight, getting good sleep, taking your supplements, eating high vibrational foods, only engaging in positive interaction with other people from a place of love and joy and abundance and giving that good energy. All things that are good and righteous and are coming from a place of peace and joy. These are the things you should be focusing on, because the alternative to that, if you're not tapped into that part of yourself, that divine deep source of energy, you will be distracted and you will have your soul siphoned out of you. I mean, either metaphorically or Actually, literally. Again, look at everybody else. Look at the people in your school. Look at the people at your job. They're so fucking distracted. Most of them can't even hold a conversation while staying present in their body and listening from a place of actually wanting to understand where you're coming from. People can't fucking do that because they're so cut off from their divine essence. And so if you don't make the important things in your life a priority, the good things, you will be distracted and you will have your soul siphoned out of you. Just take it or leave it. I hope it helped. If you're new here, my name is Andrew Schiffer. I am super passionate about sharing content that is spiritually uplifting to help us all collectively raise the vibration of our bodies, minds, and spirits. I do this for myself as a reminder for myself, a reminder for my past self, but also to help everybody else and hopefully share some things that I've learned along the way. So if that sounds cool to you and you like the video, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos just like this. I'll see you on soon. Peace.